Hey folks, Mike and McGee here. As you see, we've got a Mangalitsa pig, freshly scalded and scraped, and I'm fixing to take and make bacon. This pig was a younger pig. The ones I've done, the Mangalitsas in the past, the bacons have been literally that thick after thinning them down. This one's not gonna be quite that thick. She was 5 months old. She was our runt from the beginning. Let's get these bacons off and see what they look like. Oh
you
boy,
that joke.
This guy here. What is this?
The bacon.
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 We got the bacons cut off the pig. One thing I like to do, I like to wash them, but I like to pat them dry before I get my salt started because it's already going to be drawing the moisture out. You don't want more than what you already got. Now what you see right here is the inside. What you see right here, the outside, that's the skin. Once we get this cured and smoked, before we slice it, we'll cut the skin off. But that don't mean we can't use it for something. We'll be putting it in scrapple. But for now, we're gonna make bacons. I'm gonna get this booger in the salt. We do a dry salt, we don't do the salt brine. Not saying we won't ever do a salt brine, but right now that's just how we do it. I'm at the point in life where I want everything to be so simple that a dummy can do it, and that's what I'm doing. Ain't that right? You think I'm a dummy? Did you just call me a dummy, Frank?
No, I didn't call me a dummy, Frank. You call yourself a dummy, Frank. Oh. Now, it's on the video now. They brewed me. We had to call it Pomino. Oh my God.
All right, what we're gonna do, we're gonna take this and drop it down in a bed of salt. Then we're gonna cover it with salt. Then we're gonna drop this on top of that one. And then we're gonna salt over that. And then we're gonna leave it for 2 days. All right, it's been 2 days. We got this out. This is pretty thin for a 2-day cure. We were busy yesterday and I couldn't get it out, or at least I didn't want to. So anyway, this is gonna be pretty salty, but first thing I'm gonna do right now is wash it off and then get it smoked. And it doesn't matter if it's too salty, because when we slice it, before we cook it, if it's too salty, we'll just soak it in some water and it'll draw that right out. All right, we got them washed up. I know one thing, it's a lot easier handling these small bacons from these young pigs. The bacons I've done in the past with them big hogs, I couldn't even get it all on this. This piece right here was bigger than this table. That's how Mangalitsa can make belly meat. I think I'm gonna like this better. Let's go get it hung up in the smokehouse and get that smoker rolling. All right, I'm hanging this stuff up right here like this. I think that'll be great. These hooks were given to me by one of you wonderful subscribers. I appreciate it so much. Last year, I was jumping through all kinds of funny hoops. But look at me now. Ain't I professional looking? To me, that's pretty right there. That's what you call a side of bacon. And yeah, it's a little small, but when we get all finished up here, I think it's gonna be good. Let's get a fire built. I like to build mine with red, hard cherry, just wild cherry wood. And so let's get her knocked out. All right, this is a couple days later. I smoked these things. I smoked them fairly lightly. I didn't really have heavy smoke flowing in there. Some of my family don't really like heavily smoked stuff, and we had to be out of town for a while, and that also caused the fire not to go as good because I wasn't there tending it. But we got a good color of smoke on there. What I'm gonna do, and this is what you need to do if you're doing bacon, you need to cut it in pieces to where you can get it in a freezer. If you freeze this whole thing, you're hardly gonna be able to, you can't slice it on a slicer, no, it's just too big. So, what we're gonna do, we're gonna slice this up into pieces we can manage, And then we're gonna get it in a freezer. I've got a propane refrigerator with a freezer on top that I like to just throw stuff in. It'll freeze it hard enough, and this fat don't really freeze hard. It'll freeze it hard enough to where I can get a good slice on it in my slicer. So, all right, before I freeze it, I wanna go ahead and take this skin off, because you don't wanna take it off piece at a time when you slice your bacon. You just don't wanna do that. So I'm gonna just fillet the skin off real quick, and I'm gonna keep it to use in my scrapple. I'm gonna take care of that right now, and then I'll see you at the slicer. Oh, that's pretty. All right, guys, time to try this bacon out. As anyone, just about anybody knows, bacon is the secret to the good life. Mangalitsa bacon might be the secret to the extraordinarily good life. Here you go, but young man, try you one of these. This manga bacon is brilliant. You can see the coloration, it's just beautiful. Mangalitsa is a red meat hog, so it's got those really nice red streaks. What's the word? It's not too salty, not too smoky, but is it ever perfect? To me, I think everybody in my family is gonna love it. Think you can live with that? You too? Folks, we got some serious wind blowing through here today, getting ready to come a storm, and possibly, well, for sure, it's gonna get cold. We won't be in short sleeves out here anymore. This is it. So, we got a little bacon put away to see us through the hard times. Bacon will make any time good. So we're gonna get on out of here. We hope you have a great day. We'll see you on the next video. That's my cameraman, he's trying it out. Okay.
It's really good, yep.
I think it's the best bacon I ever made, to be honest with you.
It's got a good flavor.
Unbelievable. Young pig.